Hi, good morning. It's Marketing Monday. My name is Natalie Armstrong-Motin with Marketing Resolution. We're ready to get the week kicked off right. I am sitting outside because the air inside's just too still and it's beautiful out here. It's green and lush and birds are singing and the chickens are happy. And so I'm just going to sit outside for a few minutes. Hope you'll join me in enjoying this great day. So I want to talk today about how mediators can grow engagement using YouTube. You've heard me talk about the idea that I think that video is going to be extremely important in the future. And so I've created a couple of videos about creating videos. How's that for a roundabout? So I want to continue that conversation because it's not enough just to create the great video, great content, high quality. You also have to, with intention, seek engagement and communicate with the people who are looking at your videos. And how you do that is, even for professionals, a bit of a mystery because YouTube doesn't release information about their algorithms. We'll talk about that. But the rest of it is absolutely in your control. So let's talk about that part. So it is too warm outside for coffee. Good old-fashioned water for me today. Let's see. If you will join me in saying hello in the chat like Rick just did. Hi, Rick in Austin. I bet it's hotter where you are than where I am. All right. So let's get started. We want to talk about, getting engagement, getting people involved. Being on YouTube and having video is becoming more and more important to your potential clients so that they can see you, they can get to know you, they can get a sense that they can trust you. It's important for you to have content. Well, Nashville, oh my goodness, Tijuana, Mexico, everybody's warmer than I am. I'm sorry, I complained earlier. It's quite nice in Normandy. Thank you, Alejandro. Thank you, Nikishia. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. I'm positive I've gotten it wrong, and I apologize for that. All right, so back to videos. We want to talk about the strategies that mediators and resolutionists use to promote your video, but also your YouTube channel. And YouTube really is sort of the place to live and breathe. And if you haven't watched the video prior to this one, look on YouTube, go back, find that video and look at that one. And I talk about how to create your YouTube channel. It's free to you. It's fun. It's relatively easy. You just need a Canva account and a little bit of inspiration. So there are basically a handful of strategies that we use to create high quality content. And so if you've seen that video, great. If not, here's a short recap. And first of all, what you want to do is make sure that what you're creating is something that you are proud of, right? So the first step in promoting your YouTube channel is to create that high quality content that we were talking about. And this doesn't have to be about your cases. In fact, that might actually get you in trouble. But you can talk about the language we use. You can talk about the strategies we use. You can talk about current case law. You can talk about lots of different things, personality types, biases, all sorts of things. You can be funny. You can be educational. You can be informative. But whatever format you choose, you want to be proud of what it is that you're putting together. You want it to be high quality. And the next thing that we want to do is make sure that our videos are really getting enough visibility. Because if your video content isn't showing up in your primary target market's YouTube algorithms, which again are a mystery to everybody, it's not going to get views. So that's not going to drive engagement, which is what we're really looking for. And you can use SEO, search engine optimization, SEO, to really boost this sort of, all too common problem. So using some SEO really does work. Using SEO involves using relevant keywords and tags in your video titles, in your descriptions, and then the actual tags as you upload your video. And just doing that will help increase your visibility on YouTube, and it'll make it a lot easier for people to find your content. Content creators also use tools like Google Keyword Planner. That's a really good one. YouTube Analytics, TubeBuddy. That's the one that I use. I don't get anything if you sign up for it. So that's the one that I like. And each of these will identify relevant keywords and phrases that you can use in your videos, in your tags, in your descriptions, in your titles, in the name of the file that you upload. So, for example, if you create a video on the basics of commercial arbitration, you might include keywords like, quote, commercial arbitration, quote, arbitration process, or quote, arbitration rules, quote, arbitration strategies, etc. So you get the idea. And you want to use those keywords, like I said, in the file name, in the description, in the title, in the tags, right through, right? So be sure that you utilize what we know about SEO to promote your videos. And SEO, I understand it is a really nuanced topic. And since we don't exactly know how Google and the YouTube algorithms work, we do the best that we can. It can get really complicated, even for professionals. So even if you hire someone who specializes in just that, they're not going to get it always right. That's just the nature of the game. So, but now, once you've got these foundational pieces set up, you want to keep going with your strategies to drive more views, to drive more engagement. And I think that for me, engagement is probably the more important part. So you notice that a few seconds ago, or even maybe a few minutes ago now, I'm crap at how time goes by when I'm doing these videos, I said good morning and where are you and say hello, etc. You want to do that. You want to let people know that they're welcome to engage. They're welcome to ask you questions, post ideas, have a dialogue about it. You know, join me in the comments or look in the comments below for a document or a link, etc. So you want to leave that conversation that you have, although it is mostly one-sided in your video, you want to leave it open for dialogue, for the give and take, for the engagement. And that's how people start to feel a connection to you. And that really is the most important part of doing these videos. One of the easiest ways, of course, to do that is when someone makes a comment on one of your videos on your YouTube channel or on your LinkedIn account, make sure that you comment back. Give it a like or a thumbs up or a heart, and then make a comment back so that they know they've been heard, that you recognize the effort that they've made to engage with you, and you reciprocate. That's the easiest way to do it. But you want to be sure that you answer any questions that they've put forward. You want to ask them if they have any additional insights or ideas or resources. Maybe that's a good place to put in that information. You want their opinion, you want their feedback, and you can do this in sort of a Q&A back and forth, but you could also do it with a poll or a survey. There's lots of different options for this kind of engagement. If they've got a resource and they want to post it as a link and share it, that would be great. There's lots of different ways that you can have that messaging back and forth and really start creating, important relationships. So next, I think let's talk about incorporating viewer suggestions into your content. I do this frequently. I get messages, I get emails, and somebody will pose a question. Natalie, how do I? Natalie, where do I? How can I? I get these questions all the time. And I do answer them back in that message, but then I take that question, the really good ones, and I turn them into the video content. My assumption is that if one person has that question, more than one of you will have the same question, and so it should be addressed. And so I try to use those questions that I get in the messaging and in the email to create video content. It is frequently easier for me to do that, to create the content, but it also tells me that I'm sort of spot on with my content, and that's going to be important too. If you happen to notice in your videos that a lot of your viewers are asking questions or expressing interest in a specific topic, etc., feel free to follow my lead and absolutely build your production calendar based around their dialogue, their questions. When you do that, again, be sure that you let that person know what the answer is and then let them know that you're going to use their question in a future video. So now's a good time in this video for me to say that if you have a question, a concern, a request for content, please put it in the comments, send me a message, send me an email, let me know, and I'll create a video that addresses your particular concern, just like that. All right. So again, you can use polls, you can use surveys, you've got lots of different things. You could also use YouTube's community page feature. If you're familiar with this, YouTube allows creators to have a dedicated page where they can engage with viewers outside of the comments section that's underneath the videos, or depending on your device, I suppose over on the right hand side. So you can create a community page so that dialogue is kept private. Let's see, Yangovan, thank you so much for joining from India. Nice to have you here. I appreciate it. All right, so another few strategies that you can try is to make your presence known in a very specific and tight niche. And one example could be collaborating with other YouTubers. You can collaborate with other YouTubers who happen to have your or our same niche. And in that way, you can leverage your content with theirs and theirs with yours, and it's a win-win straight across the board. So if you follow a YouTuber in the resolution industry or in the legal industry, and you really like their content, reach out to them, let them know that you'd like to do a collaborative video. So it's also good to do a little research and see what other YouTube creators are creating, how they create them, what they look like, how do they engage, etc. And then I think finally, one of the most important things you can do is to promote your videos and your channel at large on other social media platforms. So if you're also on LinkedIn, which I know you are, or Twitter, or YouTube, or Instagram, or any of them, be sure that you're posting your YouTube videos to those social media platforms. Also, be sure that you're posting your videos to your website. So if your video content is something that you think will really engage a prospective client, put it on your website so that they can see it, hear it, watch it, read it, and engage with it, essentially. So, all right, those are my short pieces of advice for getting more engagement on YouTube. Use SEO, use keyword searches, title your files correctly, engage, post on multiple platforms the same video, and invite people to subscribe, to comment, to ask questions, to take a poll, take a survey, etc. All right. That's it for me for Marketing Monday. It was lovely talking with you today. I hope you have the best of all Mondays. And as always, feel free to reach out to me, engage with me, ask me those questions, send me those messages, send those emails, and I'll answer back. And then I'll get your content posted as a video so that you've got it for forever and ever. That's it. Take good care. Be good humans. Bye-bye.